Good evening from SBC News. Our top stories tonight. The government has promised to fight legal moves by Air Seychelles creditors to get the company wound up. Senior cabinet members have met the airline's board today to figure out how to save the business. A committee led by the designated minister will meet with the bondholders who are petitioning for repayment.
Summoned to State House, the board of Air Seychelles came to discover what the government was proposing to save the stricken airline. The talks with top cabinet ministers lasted more than 2 hours. They agreed to form a joint committee to negotiate a way out.
The conclusion of the meeting is very good. We have a lot of work to do, and we will continue to work closely with the shareholder to ensure the interest of our national airline together with the shareholder.
Air Seychelles had already agreed to a reduced repayment of $11 million to former shareholder Etihad. It still owes more than $70 million to the bondholders who want their investment reimbursed. Their lawyer confirmed today there is a filing of a petition by the creditors of Air Seychelles, and Air Seychelles is aware of that. There are ongoing negotiations taking place between the bondholders and the airline. Air Seychelles has been served with the papers and will be coming to court. On September the 6th, in fact, with government backing.
Government will do all that is necessary to support Air Seychelles in this court case. Air Seychelles has brought a lot to our economy, has contributed. Its staff has contributed. Its families has supported all the employees. And we wish this to continue as best as we can.
But the government again emphasised that Air Seychelles must turn a profit now if it's to continue flying the Creole Spirit, and disclosed no specifics today on what deal will be tabled to save it.
The chairman of the Cable and Wireless Board, Andy Bainbridge, together with the principal secretary for the Department of Information, Communication Technology, the ICT, Benjamin Chopi, and the minister responsible for finance, Nadi Hassan, met with Vice President Ahmed Afif this afternoon. Mr. Bainbridge says the meeting was an opportunity to explore the opportunities in the industry and to discuss about internet charges in Seychelles.
He has reiterated the desire for internet charges to come down, obviously, and to digitise the economy, as Finance Minister Hassan announced earlier this week. And I reassured him of our commitment to thinking about how we do that, how we participate in that proactively, and I've said that we will respond to him in writing with some plans and proposals. We've had the shareholders of Cable and Wireless together this morning, and it's been an opportunity for us to think about the opportunities in the industry, but also to think about how we go about responding to the government's call to arms regarding internet charges, etc. So for us, an opportunity to just think about where the country is going and how we participate in the infrastructure and in supporting that growth.
The Defence and Security Committee of the National Assembly will now be able to better support the financial needs of the police force in terms of human and material resources that it needs, now that its 7-member committee had the opportunity this morning to have on-site knowledge of what infrastructures are in place and what facilities and requirements are needed in the future to improve the police force services. The members were accompanied by the Police Commissioner, Ted Barbe, and other senior officers. The chairman of the Defence and Security Committee of the National Assembly, Clifford André, says the police force faces a lot of challenges as the current police headquarters is quite old and too crowded.
Our main impression is that there are lots of issues to be attended to in terms of manpower, financial resources. You know, it's a very old police station that requires a lot of updating, upgrading. So we feel that there's room for improvement. There's a lot of room for improvement. There's a lot of room that is required, a lot of improvement that is required. And as the entity that supervises the budget of the police, defense, security, intelligence, we find that it is appropriate for us to do this visit now so that we can scrutinize the budget that is forthcoming.
A group of tour guides called on the Minister for Foreign Affairs and Tourism, Sylvestre Radegon, today. The meeting is part of the Minister's program to familiarize himself with every sector linked to the tourism industry. The aim was to discuss the challenges faced by the tour guides, especially during this COVID period, and for the tourism department to share ideas and work being done to support them. Several pressing issues were brought to the Minister's attention. This includes the lack of parking space in and around Victoria, the lack of entertainment around the country, in particular cultural and traditional activities, and the issue of littering, which is a major environment and hygiene concern.
The first point was that when we do our tours, especially in Victoria, we don't have parking for us as tour guide. And this was a very important point.
I go around in almost all corners of Mahi, and there are so many things that we've come across all the time in relationship to facilities, securities, and the cleanliness of our islands, and also different types of activities, extra activities that could be introduced to encourage tourists to get out of their resorts and spend the money that they've budgeted to come in the Seychelles to spend. But it was well received, I must say, from the Department of Tourism. They are ready to support us. They are ready to find answers to give to us, because they promised us to have another meeting with them. And I must say, for me personally, for my business, a Say Discovery Tour, I can see a very bright light at the end of the tunnel, because we've been kept in the dark for a while. We've been having difficulties like getting access to certain places, or whenever I go on some trails to see lots of garbage and nobody's coming by to pick it up or to educate the people about the importance of environment.
Kirsty Nyken from the Seychelles Business Studies Academy is the winner of the President's Cup. She's among 126 graduates in a virtual ceremony from the Seychelles Business Studies Academy, which took place at the Seychelles University Auditorium today. The students followed a 3-year course for a diploma and advanced diploma, and a 1-year part-time course for a certificate in business management and administration, office administration, accounting and finance. The director for Seychelles Business Studies Academy, Josiane Bristol, thanked all partners for helping the academy during the difficult moments and for the good results of the students.
Dear graduates, 2020 and 2021 have been very challenging years, and both have been fraught with stress, uncertainties, concerns you didn't even want, such as morning screening, physical and social distancing, strange new guidelines and SOPs. But I believe that these challenges have made you a better graduate than you would have been without them. You now know with certainty that whatever challenges life throws at you, you will be able to turn them into opportunities to become better at what you do. Today, your perseverance bears fruit, and we are proud of you all. Go out there and shine. Go and make us prouder still, because we believe you can.
Fredo Emmanuel Jubel is the most outstanding student at the Seychelles Institute of Agriculture and Horticulture, SIA, for the 2019-2020 cohort. Fredo is amongst 31 graduates of the Institute who graduated during a virtual ceremony this afternoon. He wins several prizes, including the President's Cup and a fully funded scholarship by the ANHRD. Most of the learners have completed an apprenticeship program, with only 7 who had followed advanced certificate programs. SIA's director, Marianne Marie, has commended the graduates on achieving this milestone despite the challenges brought about by the COVID-19 pandemic.
You should be incredibly proud of yourself and should feel confident that your certificate is valuable, vital, and will serve you well in the real world. Although the COVID-19 pandemic has greatly disrupted the Institute's life and the celebration we could have had together to recognize your achievements, without doubt, we all know that you are looking forward to celebrate the moment when it is deemed safe to do so.
These are our main stories so far this Friday evening. Join me again at 8 next on SBC Poétique.